Grace and peace, everybody. You saw that thumbnail. You saw the title. So you know what we're about to do. We're going to celebrate my birthday. Grace and peace, everybody. Welcome to the show. This is Dear World Christian, and this is my birthday podcast episode. Doing something a little bit different because I've never actually streamed on my birthday. Yeah, I didn't stream last year on my birthday. In the first year, I think I didn't even know what I was doing, even on YouTube. I think I was just like trying to figure it all out at that point. So there was a lot of, so I don't know if that worked or not. So hopefully you all are able to see. I see you're in the comment section, but it doesn't look like, let's see. Okay, it looks like you all are able to interact. So hopefully that was just a mishap. So thank you so much for stopping by on this evening. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for the birthday shout outs. Mary said that she wanted to just say happy birthday and many more. Grace and peace. Thank you so much, Mary. Good to see you, Shara. Always good to see my sister, Shara. Angel Wings, thank you so much. Thank you for becoming a member of the channel. Thank you so very much. It did freeze for a moment, so hopefully it has unfroze. I restarted my microphone, so we'll see what happens. I'm telling y'all right now, Ecamm is a great platform, but my goodness, in the morning, if I could get StreamYard back, I might go back to StreamYard. Happy birthday. Thank you so much, Jean Lee. Shout out from the Harrisburg campus. Thank you so much, Mark. Always good. Solid Brothers been supporting the channel for so long. Thank you so very much. Looks like a lot of good conversation. There we go. We watch YouTube. I think you sent me an email earlier today, and I apologize. I will get back to you. I absolutely will. Thank you so very much. There she is in the building. Q is in the house. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. I do appreciate you stopping by on this evening. All right, you see me now. All right, so I'm not invisible. Okay. Yeah, it was telling me that my microphone stopped. I think I just need to restart my computer because I did get a new microphone setting this weekend, and maybe I just need to restart it every couple of days. Rebecca, good to see you. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Is that my brother Willie Doc in the building? There he is. My Morehouse brother says happy birthday to my brother, my Morehouse brother class of 99. There we go. Doing fine. 99. I love it. All right. I got something fun I want to talk to you about. So I don't have a lot of slides or anything like that. Don't have a lot of video clips, things like that. But I just want to say, I did a little bit of research on what happened in 1974. And there's a lot of stuff I had no idea happened in 1974. So first of all, off the bat, ABBA, that group, ABBA, they win Eurovision's Swedish pop group, wins the song contest with their song Waterloo, launching them into international fame. That was the first thing that happened in 1974. 1974 also saw Hank Aaron. He broke the home run record on April 8th, so tomorrow. Baseball legend Hank Aaron breaks Babe Ruth's home run record by hitting 715 career home runs. Crazy, right? Here's one right here. Did y'all know that India became a nuclear superpower in 1974? So they've been a superpower for 50 years. And does anybody know, in the chat, if you could drop it, what was the name of their nuclear test? It was codenamed something. Does anybody know what the code name was for, and don't look it up. If you don't know it, you don't know it. But what was the code name for India's nuclear test? What was the code name for it? I'm looking real quick. I don't see anybody yet. It was called Smiling Buddha. I have no idea what that was about, but that was what the name of it was. Smiling Buddha was the name of the test pilot. Their code name for their nuclear test. Let us keep this game rolling. All right. The Towering Inferno. Do y'all remember that movie? That was released. It was a disaster film about a towering inferno. Starred Paul Newman and Steve McQueen. It was released in theaters and became a box office hit. Who knew that? Who knew that? I remember the song by the Ohio Players, Disco Inferno, but I didn't know that. All right, here it goes. Portugal their Carnation Revolution started. The Carnation Revolution in Portugal started and took place on April 25th. So actually, a day after my daughter's birthday. My daughter's birthday is in April as well, leading to the overthrow of the authoritative Narvo regime. The movie, The Godfather, Part 2, wins an Oscar at the 46th Annual Academy Awards. And it won 6 Oscars that weekend, actually, for Best Picture, Best Director, for Francis Ford Coppola. Where are we going with this, Jason? No problem. Number 7. Did you know that the Nixon impeachment hearing started in 1974? It's been 50 years since the infamous, I know, we all know the name of it. I mean, it's actually taken on a meme status. Matter of fact, just go and chat, right in the chat. What is the Nixon impeachment hearings called? What was it called? The House Judiciary Committee begins impeachment proceedings against President Nixon in relation to the blank scandal. What's the name of that scandal? What was the name of that scandal that Nixon was all caught up in? And actually, I think he resigned before he was impeached. But what was the name of that scandal? Let's see if it's in the chat right now. April's in the building. What's up, April? Grace and peace, sister. Good to see you. There it is. It's starting to show up. I see it. All right. It's the good old Watergate. Most of us know that. But now, it's become a meme. So now everything is a gate. Hatgate and Pizzagate and Coca-Cola Gate, whatever. Everything's a gate now. But Spygate, which became Deflate. That's right. The whole, what was it? Some football team was spying on another team. And then at one point there was a big whoop-to-do about the team, like lowering the pressure in the football or something. Craziness. But anyway, Gate became, how crazy is that, right? That was in 1974. All right. Did you know, okay, I guarantee you, this was probably going to blow all your minds. So just go ahead and get your hands on the keyboard. Did you know that the World Trade Center opened up in 1974? Yeah, the World Trade Center. The World Trade Center in New York City officially opened on April 4th, so like 3 days ago, was the anniversary of the World Trade Center opening up, becoming the tallest building in the world at that time. How crazy is that? Think about how much the world has changed in, I can't say 50 years, because sadly, the World Trade Center was attacked in, was that not during 9/11? No, it was the towers. I'm sorry, it was the towers. So it's still like, that's crazy. You just never think about when that thing actually started. And it actually started 50 years ago. Isn't that crazy? No, 1974. I see some comedians in here talking about being, oh yeah, there it is. The Patriots were involved in both the Spygate and the Deflategate. Really? Okay. And they were, yeah. Thank you so much, Nakia. I appreciate you so much for stopping by. All right. The Sting is another movie one. Tops box office. The film The Sting, starring Paul Newman and Robert Redford, continues to dominate the box office throughout April. That's when movies actually stayed in the theaters for months, right? And let me see, wasn't Paul Newman in the other one too? He was. Yeah, Paul Newman was in Towering Inferno, sure was. Okay, let's keep this going. Again, number 10, Hank Aaron is honored on April 27th. Hank Aaron is honored with a day dedicated to him at Atlanta Stadium. Man, that's almost like 2 stadiums ago, because there was Atlanta Stadium, then it became Atlanta Fulton Stadium, then Olympic Stadium. No, I'm sorry, Olympic Stadium became Atlanta Fulton Stadium, and they just replaced that with the Battery here in Cobb County. Wow, that is so wild, man. That has changed so much in 50 years. Crazy, crazy. And guess what? 50 years ago, my mom and dad had their second son, dear Will Christian. Hey, in the chat, what's your favorite memory birth date? You know, maybe when you turned double digits, maybe when you got able to drive, you were able 21, whatever. What is your favorite birth date? And And also maybe like a description, maybe like a quick little, because I was able to drive. Like I remember when I was 16, because I got my driver's license and I drove to get my driver's license. Mercy, why is she here? Why is she here?
I heard you talking about the World Trade Center, and I was like,
Why are you
what?
here? I'm in here trying to do, what do you want?
I'm trying to think what my favorite birthday was.
Just come in and tell everybody, say hi, because you're here. Ladies and gentlemen.
It's hot in here. I liked my 16th birthday. I spent that at Harvard. That was fun. Go Bulldogs.
Go Dogs.
Woo. I'm gonna go.
Goodbye.
Bye, Daddy.
Shut the door.
Tell me you love me.
I love you, baby. Y'all really, y'all blessed her the other day with talking about whether or not she should be able to go to the mall or to the to the square rather. And you all were commenting on that. Somebody at church came up to me today and asked me, "Hey, did you let Trina go to the square?" Like, why are you worried about it? It's over. Oh my goodness, you all again. When I say this is the best live chat on the planet, I am not kidding you at all. I am not kidding you. I'm not trying to blow smoke. I'm telling you right now, this is the best live chat in the world. Okay, I see some numbers showing up in here. Let's see. All right, if I didn't say hi or didn't shout you out, please forgive me. All right, I did see. But see, the Georgia Dome, when was the Georgia Dome built? I didn't see that it was built 50 years ago, because I've been here since the Georgia Dome was built. So it had to have been since, it was definitely younger than Fulton County Stadium. Thank you so much, Sprosky Lady. Thank you so very much. All right, what did I see? I saw some numbers shouting out. All right, April said her 21st birthday is something that was memorable. Yeah, okay. Atlanta Fulton County Stadium, then Turner Field. I forgot about Turner Field, and now Truist Field. You're right. Totally forgot about. How did I forget about Turner Field? Oh my gosh. If I lived down there, I think it would be more memorable, but I don't go down there that often. All right, let me see. Any other? 42 was my first and last birthday party. Okay, I like that. I like that. 17, because I meant I had finished high school and was happy and no more mathematics. Okay, we got to keep everything in perspective. We got to keep it in perspective. 31, because I finally got my drive Virginia 175 from them, Chickamauga Island. Okay, I just made that up. I know I mispronounced that. 21 and 25 was the best. Okay. Shara, mine was 19, Willie Doc says. My 19-year-old loves some My Hero Academia, and I've only seen 5 minutes of it. Yeah, I feel bad. I don't. The stuff the kids watch today is hard to police it, because it's like, this is really not good stuff. It's just hard to watch. And not to be mean to him, but I'm like, man, I have no idea what you're talking about. My favorite birthday, Shara says, was when I turned 30, only because I went to a concert with two of my favorite bands and was immortalized in a music video of my favorite band. Oh, we need more details now. What in the world is that? Your favorite band? Really? Are you famous? Are you a video vixen? Shara, we need information. I got to put a star by this one. We got to come back. We need this. We need information, Shara. Come on. Come on, talk to DWC. It's just me. Just tell us. The dome is like 1990. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So I came in 93. So okay, maybe it was before me. I'm sorry. But it ain't been 50 years. So that was my end of my point. What? Mr. Lone Star says, in 1991, I got my first 10-speed bike. Do y'all remember 10 speeds? And I rode it home from the store, 12 years old. My goodness. Oh, you was a gangster. You said you got your bike and said, I'm about to put some miles on this thing. Do they still make 10 speeds? It seems like most bikes now are, like my bike is a 21 speed. So it's got seven gears on the socket. I mean, on the cassette, and 3 in the front. So it's a 21, but great day. Do they still make those? I doubt it. They're probably all much fancier than that. 50th stayed in a Disneyland hotel, a lifelong dream. Now you couldn't pay me to go back. I understand that completely, Mary. 9th birthday. Got my first Nintendo Entertainment System. The rest is history. I got you there. Oh, well, I plan on doing April said, I'm going to be like Fonnie. I'm doing 50 big. I will be doing it big next week. Absolutely. Oh, and just in case anybody asked or wondered, my actual birthday is next week. I just won't be able to live stream. If I can, I will try to maybe do something from the Lido deck. But my wife, my wonderful wife, actually was going to talk about it in a second. Matter of fact, I'll talk about it in a second. I don't want to ruin it. We watch YouTube says, I don't think I've had my best birthday yet. That's fair. And every birthday is a blessing. So every birthday will be my best birthday because it's a birthday that I didn't deserve. However, is there one that stands out more than others in your mind? How about that one? One that stands out above all the others. Like I like Taylor's 5th birthday when we did the Annie theme birthday here at the house. And we transformed the house into the orphanage. Like all her friends came dressed as orphans. My wife was dressed as Miss Hannigan. I was a gardener. My big girl Trina was, what's the lady's name? I forgot, the assistant. And then we did like a costume change. So I came down as Daddy Warbucks. Taylor, oh, of course, Taylor was Annie with this big afro. We call her Tanny. And I might have to show y'all that video. That video was hilarious. And then so she was an orphan at the beginning of the party. So they had like all their food was served on these cafeteria trays. I had sourced them from Goodwills all over the place. It was crazy. We actually even had a dog in my house. Okay. That's how crazy it was. We had a dog. And so all her friends had to come dressed as orphans. If they didn't, we had costumes for them to put on. We were crazy. And then we did like a costume change. So I was like the gardener initially. And then we did a costume change. I came down as Daddy Warbucks. And she came down as Tanny in the little red dress, the whole night. And we sang Together at Last on the stairs and in the foyer of our house. It's crazy. I have to find a video. Let me see. I hadn't planned on. Maybe I'll make that available to my members or something, because I know it's got a copyright strike. Yeah, you know what? That's it. It got a copyright ding because it's literally you hear us singing the music, and you hear the music. You hear us singing, and the music is playing in the background. So you would hear Dear Woke Christian singing, and it's terrible. But things you do for your kids. She got the locket. I mean, we went overboard again, like crazy overboard. That was one of my funner ones. So I just want to just get on here today and just say thank you all so much, because the Lord has blessed me with 50 rotations around the sun. I didn't deserve it. It's not because I did anything great or special or anything like that. It's just that he was gracious to me and allowed me to live, to have beautiful daughters, a fantastic wife, and all these rich blessings that he's given me. But even more than that, to be able to see another day. So I just want to get on here and just say I'm so thankful that I've been given friends like a lot of you all that I interact with, the wonderful family. Matter of fact, let me just give some shine to my bride, okay? We've been married for 23 years. It'll be 23 years this coming February. So 22 years. This girl has gotten my two best elementary school friends, my 3 Morehouse brothers that oftentimes you hear me reference and talk about, and another very good brother who's been tried and true, thick and thin in our lives since well before I met my wife. So she got all of them together. We are all going to meet down in Florida and hop on a boat for a couple days and just catch up. So this will be an opportunity because I haven't seen some of them in years. So some of them I see pretty often. But and again, that girl put together such a great trip, and I'm really looking forward to it. So I just want to give her a shout out for that, because she didn't have to do it. So unlike Nathan Wade, I'm not going to have a flat whatever 50th birthday, because my wife, the woman that I committed my life to, has done a fantastic job. I don't know what I'm going to do because I'm not a real big planner. So I got some time for her birthday, her 50th, but I got to figure something out. I think I might just cop out and buy her a car or something. I don't know. I don't know what to do because I'm like, good gracious, man, she beat me pretty bad on this one. So I don't know what to do. Y'all pray for your boy. But yeah, I just want to get on here and just chop it up with you all because, again, you all make this channel great. And so I just want to kind of talk about some of the things that you all have done to help make this channel great. Because last year, this channel was, again, like I say it often, this channel was struggling. It was on life support. It was not doing that well. It was, let's just be honest, it was in trouble. And now, a total flip by God's providence, now this channel is going in a whole different direction. I have far more engagement, far more people that are interacting with the content, all that kind of stuff like that. But even more than that, you all are finding value. I can't tell you the amount of emails and messages and comments I get. Just people saying they're finding good value in this. And so I'm probably going to do a listening session real soon. And what a listening session is I just ask y'all questions. What is it that you need, Q? What is it that you need, Eric? What is it that you need? We watch YouTube. What do y'all want from this channel? Because you all, again, if it wasn't for you all enjoying what we're doing here, it would be moot point. I would literally be talking to myself unless Trina sneaks in here and surprises me at the corner of my eye. I'm going to move my desk too because she keeps doing that. And I can't see, like it's too far out of my peripheral. I can't see this. I'm going to probably move my desk because I'm tired of her sneaking in here on me. It's getting a little bit hectic. It's messing my nerves up. So I'll probably do a listening session when we come back and just kind of hear what you all want and the such like that and all that kind of good jazz. But so let me do that. But I am going to first shout out again, Willie Doc. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much for the support and encouragement. Willie Doc has been a great friend to this channel. And also my studio, Podium Studios. Willie Doc has been a fantastic friend. And I would even go as far to say when I first met Willie Doc and opened up my studio, Willie was one of the first people to call me and said, how can I help you? When he heard about the studio. And that was encouraging. I just say like, that's amazing. Like, again, and all our camaraderie is just that we're Morehouse brethren. And of course, brothers in Christ. So I just want to say that. So shout out to that. All right, real quick. And then I'm going to just listen to what y'all got to talk about. Last year, or let's just focus on what has happened recently. Y'all destroyed the month of March on this channel. The month of March was completely cuckoo bananas. I talked to a lot of other YouTubers and I just couldn't believe it. Like I have a video that hit 100,000 views last month. It actually hit it in 2 weeks. That's crazy. I've never had a video do that. Never. I've had 60, I think it was 60,000 watch hours on my channel. That means people have watched 60,000 hours of content on Dear Will Christian across all the different videos on there. That's crazy. If I looked back, no month ever had anything close to that, ever. I have 50 members on my Dear Will Christian here on YouTube. And well, let me back it up. There's 36 members on YouTube membership and 14 on my Buy Me a Coffee. So let's put them together, say 50. And that's crazy because, again, I am blown away that you all find value in what we're doing. And I thank you. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your pushback. Thank you for your commentary back and forth, suggestions. The emails that keep coming in are amazing. And thank you very much for that. 14% of y'all have actually subscribed to the channel. So 14%, when you look at the number of subscribers on this channel, that's 14% of the people that actually watch videos on my channel. That's crazy. That's crazy because it's like 16,000 people. So 16,000 people have actually clicked the button. That means close to 86% of 86% of the people that watch it have not subscribed to your channel. That means there's a lot of people that like watching this and just haven't subscribed. That's crazy. I mean, I'd love for you to subscribe to the channel, but I like that y'all watch it and watch it all the way to the end and give commentary and all that kind of stuff like that. It means a lot because it clearly tells me that you're liking what I'm doing here. You like what we're talking about. You like what the shenanigans and chicanery that go on over here. And I'm glad that you do. And I'm hoping that moving forward after this, that we'll continue to do that as well. You know what? I'm not really the best. Okay, what is my birthday cake? I'm gonna just go with yellow cake with a really good icing. So I'm pretty basic, but I'll just I'm not really. I'm kind of because I don't really make it. So if it's there, I might go ahead and grab a little fork of it. But I'm not like a big cake person. So good question though. Thank you, person. So yeah, man, last month, man, you all again drove the videos, had 500,000 views in general. Had one video itself, they had 100,000 views. Had almost 50 members on Buy Me a Coffee as well as on YouTube, as well as 60,000 watch hours in a month. That's when you think about it, especially if you're just you enjoy watching YouTube, so you don't really look behind the scenes, if you will, behind the curtain. That is a big deal. That is a huge deal that people find value in what you're doing to the point that they want to watch a video and it bubbles up to 100,000 subscribers. Think about that. 100,000 subscribers. That means that there's 90,000 people that watched the video that were not subscribers to the channel. Better, a little less than that. You got my math. We're just doing some fuzzy math today. Don't tell anybody I used to be a classroom teacher. But that's incredible. That's incredible. And I do appreciate it, though, because I'm glad that you all are enjoying what we're talking about. A lot of the time we're talking about, that spicy Georgia must be stopped. Atlanta must be stopped as the peach rots type of commentary. But I do thank you that you're letting me know, like, hey, this is what we like to watch. That's what we want to talk about. And at the end of the day, as you all are wanting to engage with that type of stuff, you know what? I can get down with some cheesecake. I can get down with some cheesecake. Yeah. But see, to me, cheesecake is extremely basic. You just put you got your cheesecake filling, a basic crust, and then you put some kind of shenanigans on top of it. So actually, now you got me thinking about it. I might take the girls maybe tomorrow to go get something. I'll have to see. Oh, well, welcome back, Lulu. I'm sorry that happened. But I'm glad that you're here nonetheless. And even more than that, glad you find value in what we're doing. Thank you. I do have a couple of questions. I think I'm going to do like a bona fide listening session next week. Now, if I'm not mistaken, next Friday, the 19th, on Fighting for the Faith is going to be their Prophecy Bingo episode. So I was able to be on their show this past Wednesday, and it was a hoot. Oh my gosh, it was so funny. There's Fighting for the Faith is a top tier operation. I'm telling you right now. They definitely they put together a great project. So anyway, we did Prophecy Bingo. And a lot of you might have found me through Prophecy Bingo or Critical Race Theory Bingo is my version of it. And we were so Chris invites people to come on and play Prophecy Bingo. So I was able to play with them, and I believe it's going to be available on the 19th. As soon as they send us a copy and some collateral, I'll make sure it's in the community post so you can know that we're going to be doing that. I think that's going to be fun. I plan on doing Critical Race Theory Bingo, CRT Bingo, the following Friday, and I'll make sure that note is available to you. But something else that a lot of people have talked about, and this is going to go into the listening session. I'll make sure I announce the listening session. And what that is I'm asking you all questions and fielding your questions in the comments. Now, a lot of people said they want to see more panel discussions, if you will. And I approve of that. This past Tuesday, April and Rick, myself, K-Dub, am I missing somebody? Virgil Walker came through. So we were able to do a panel discussion. And we said that was a lot of fun. We talked about conservatism and such of that nature. Really good conversation. Well, one of the things is a lot of us live here in Atlanta, and we know this guy that has a studio. So we are planning at the end of the month or in the beginning of the first week in May to do a live panel discussion. And we'll bring some other people in as well. We'll zoom some people in as well. But we plan on doing a live panel discussion. And I'm only letting you know that so that you'll be aware when you start seeing the notifications on the community posts, you know what we're talking about. So that's going to be something fun because we really want to start making more intentional efforts to bring the community together. And what I mean by that is if you're local, there's a lot of Atlanta content creators as well as our community right here in the metro Atlanta area, not really far away. Willie Doc is right here in Atlanta. Kiana, she's kind of like sort of in Atlanta, but it's kind of like Birmingham. But of course, April and Rick, and there's tons of others, Alton, there's tons of others that are here in Atlanta. So we're looking to do a better job of bringing Christian content creators together for roundtable discussions on topics. So, of course, we could be talking about politics. We could be talking about culturalisms and such like that, and give you an opportunity to just interact and see us all in a different way, in a different light. So that's going to be coming up. I believe we said, I'm just looking at my phone, trying to look at the calendar. We said we were thinking about doing it right at the end of the month, and I'm just going to look real quick. Yeah, we just didn't put it, we didn't nail it down. Yeah, it would be Saturday the 27th. So I'll let you know for a fact exactly what time. And it's just going to be a good time to hang out with all of us and kind of us to hang out with each other rather and interact with the communities at large. So that's going to be definitely coming up soon, as well as more opportunities to do things like especially meetups, because we would love to do some meetups. We would love to do some in-person meetups. Willie Doc said he would love to come by in person, Podium Studios. You are welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Willie Doc has been to the studio, so you're welcome to come again. We won't even lock the door. We'll let you come on in, brother. Just bring something to drink. But those kind of things like that. So we are looking to hopefully do a better job of coordinating and doing meetups, person to persons. Right where Podium Studios is, there's some fantastic restaurants, fantastic breweries. There's a great little Marietta Square. There's a lot of places for us to meet up. Boba tea, the girls can take out and find boba tea. Oh my gosh. But the hope and the desire is to show, you know what, these communities can be somewhere that's encouraging. It doesn't have to only be online, but rather it can be an opportunity for us all to engage with one another and have a good time. And ultimately, make much of Christ, build up the community, and just have a good time. And of course, make some content, all that kind of stuff. So we're looking forward to that. So I will, as soon as we nail down the live panel discussion, maybe we'll do like a live panel discussion and then go catch up, maybe meet for dinner or something. Have some people, if you're local, you want to come meet us for dinner or something, that could be an option. Just those things like that. We really want to start expanding this out because it's fun doing these kind of things, doing the content in front of the camera. But when we can expand it out and we have the ability and the availability to do it, let's expand it out and do some other cool things. So those are some things you're going to see coming down the pike, moving into the 50 DWC, okay? DWC, the 50-year anniversary. I thought my mom was going to come on. She said she wanted to come on. And I thought my brother was too. I was trying to stall those rascals. But yeah, I saw my mom today. She was like, "Did you let her go to the mall? Did you let her go to the Marietta Square?" I'm like, "Mom, come on now. You know she went. Like, what are you talking about?" So anyway, that was fun. All right, let's see. All right, let me see what I got here. Not my kind of music. Uh-oh. Somebody's talking about music. How did I miss something? I'm gonna jump right here. I apologize. Thank y'all so much for the comments. Again, the reason I say this is the best live chat is you see such encouragement. I don't see any vitriol in here. I don't see any back and forth talking about people's, crusty toenails or anything ridiculous. I see lots and lots of encouragement and love up in the live chat. And that's what I'm talking about. That kind of stuff right there is why this is the best live chat on the planet. Thank you so very much, Caustic Chameleon. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you. Lots. Look at this. Look all this shouting back and forth. Hey, send the shouts out. Shouts out. Shouts out. When people come into the live chat and they say hi, and 5 and 6 people say hi back, that means something to them. that does mean something. It's cool to know that people acknowledge you and see you. And even though it's right here on YouTube and it's just a screen, it's just lights and pixels, you're, hi, Jason. Hi, Eric. Hi, we watch YouTube. It means something. And that, again, I'm going to fight anybody. I'll catch you outside. This is the best live chat in the whole entire internet, period, bar none. Oh, wait, my mom, where is she? My mom is in the chat? Get out of here. Where are you? I should have tried to get her to come on. Okay, where are you, Mom? All right, give me a second. Clearly, we need security up in here. There she is. There's my mom. What's going on, Grammy party? So when my big girl, my sister has a lot of kids. So when my big girl was just, I don't know how old she was. So my sister has 4 children, and so when big girl would go over to her grandmother's house, she would, and let's say my sister came by with her children, she would come home and say, "Man, Grammy's house is like a party because there's so many kids there." I mean, again, 4 kids. You add her as 5, and then anything else, it can get pretty spicy pretty quickly. So she started calling her Grammy Party, and so there's Grammy parties in the building. Thank you, Mom. Mom, thank you so much for putting up with me. I appreciate you. So there's my mom. Everybody, you know what, everybody, just real quick, drop a party hat in the chat for my mom. Drop a party hat in the chat for Mama Dear Woke Christian. Let me do that real quick. Let me just blast my mom with some party hats. Give her some love. She put up with me, man. She needs a party hat or two because she didn't put up with me. So we got to give her some love for that. All that. There we go. She told me I didn't look 50 today. I said, come on now, be honest. Tell the truth. There she goes. Shout out to my mom. There she is. There we go. Hey, Grammy party. All right. Yeah, thank y'all so much, man. Let her know we appreciate her. Let her know we appreciate her. She put up with me. We got to give her a shout out tonight. Amen, Sprosky lady. I'm glad this chat says, hopefully, prayerfully, it says that, look, Jason, praying for this chat, and Jason wants this chat to be something that builds people up. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, I didn't miss it. I missed it, Mom. Thank you so much. All right, here we go. Hey there, DWC Mama. Shout out to the Grammy party. I'm glad. Hey, thank you so much. I'll send your friends over there and they can hang out with you tonight. How about that? There we go. Thank y'all so much. Let my mom know we appreciate her putting up with me. Look. she's got some extra crowns in her jewels in her crown in eternity for sure. Man, talk about spamming. My goodness. I see, Mom. That's what I'm talking about. Tell me there's a better live chat. Show me a better live chat, and I will fight you. I'm promising you. I'm telling you. I told you, Mom. These people are the best. Shout out to her. Shout out to her. Absolutely. Thank y'all so much. Actually, I do. Republic. It's in. What is that thing? I know I got the link right here. I'll put the link right here. Thank you so much for asking that. The link is in here, but I'll find the actual as well in a moment. Thank you for asking that because I totally wasn't thinking about it this morning. What is that crazy number thing? Oh, okay. It's $ Mr. J. Witt. I should have known that. There you go, Republic. Appreciate it. Thank you, friend. And by the way, shout out, thank you so much to Cooper. Cooper just came through and dropped your boy buy me a coffee. He just gave me some good old happy birthday with a cake and a celebration hat. Thank you very much, Cooper. I appreciate you. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the love. All right. So you can come get them. Hey, nothing. Hey, Trina, your grandmother come get you. They will be packed in at the mailbox, Mama, when you come. Just come on down. They at the mailbox ready for you. I want to be a granddad. My kids are excited to go see. My kids are excited to hang out with my mom. Sometimes I'm like, really? Are you sure? You really want to? Like, oh, okay. Because second born, sometimes I'm like, man, she just seems to want to be involved in the things that she wants to be involved in. But every now and then she's like, Dad, I want to go over to Grammy's house. And I think you were teaching her how to sew, Mom. Is that what you were doing? Or knitting? Wait, what were you doing with Taylor? Trina is like knitting or crocheting. But and one day she's like, yeah, Dad, I want to go over there and I'm going to be knitting or sewing with Mom, with Grammy. I'm like, what are you talking about? Are you for real? Are you my child? And that was her. She was serious. I said, that's my girl. I said, okay, bless her. But my point was, I want to be a dad like that, a granddad like that. And my grandkids are like, oh, I can't wait to go hang out with granddad and grandma. I can't wait. He's over there podcasting. I want to go podcast with granddad. That would be crazy. So, Womb the Tomb is in the building. What's up, man? Grace and peace. Thank you. Y'all, let me tell you how much Republic Room loves Dear World Christian. Sent your guy a blessing, $15 and a birthday cake and the hats and all that stuff. Thank you so very much. Thank you, Republic Room. I'm gonna use your YouTube handle name, not to use your proper name, your government name. But thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you, friend. She's gonna make pajamas. She did mention that. Oh, that's right. She did mention that she's gonna make pajama shorts. I have the fabric for a while. Okay, well, you can come pick her from school tomorrow. Y'all can just have at it. No, I don't know how to fish. So my goal is to at least be able to keep like bike riding and taking my kids to do stuff like that. Go bike riding or doing stuff outside. I'm hoping. Maybe I'll have to learn how to fish. I don't know, but I'm not a fishing kind of guy. I don't really, it doesn't do anything for me. But it just seems cumbersome, in my opinion. So, but if it comes down to it, hopefully we'll have some land and we can do some things on the land, AKA, I'm going to Granddad's house and help him chase after chickens because he decided to be a chicken farmer. I don't know. But I don't think fishing is in my forecast, but anything can happen. Anything can happen. And by the way, if you like, I know We Watch YouTube told me I don't have to do this, but if you like those As the Peach Turns and As the Peach Rots clips and intros I've been using before I do my Fonnie Willis discussion, We Watch YouTube graciously did all those for me, and they are fantastic. So again, she asked me, said I didn't have to, but I decided I'm going to. Just want to say shout out to We Watch YouTube. So I thank them so much. You're a chicken farmer, really? Oh, we might have more in common than we realize. I'm interested in that. Yeah, fishing just doesn't seem to be my jam. I probably would take up golf before I took up fishing, in my opinion. Is that K-Dub in the building? Is that Chris in the house? Everybody, if you don't mind, if you're not already following All Things Theology, go check out Chris over at All Things Theology. He does a great job of doing sermon reviews and theological discussions about definitely addressing the culture. A fantastic job. So if you're interested in that, which I think and hope that you would be, and if you're not already subscribed, go check him out. And if you are subscribed, watch a couple of videos, see what he's doing over there. I think you'll be thoroughly impressed. Good to see you, Chris. Thank you for stopping by, man. Look at that. Nobody told anybody to do that. And look at people just automatically giving them a shout out, That's why I'm telling y'all, this is the best live chat on the planet. And these people are chicken farmers. I'm really interested. I don't know why. I have no idea why. I don't really have land here, but I wanted to. I don't know why. I just think chicken farming just seems like it would be something really cool. I don't know why. So, Mr. Chaplin, we watch YouTube. We might do our own little private conversation Zoom call just to hear about your experiences herding and take. And I know Q is a chicken farmer too. Oh, thanks, man, Chris. I appreciate you, brother. There are a lot of See, just crazy stuff like that. Thank you, Shar, for that. This is K Dub's channel. Thank you so very much for dropping that in the chat, Shar. Thank you so much. You can have city chicks. That is hilarious. As long as they're not city girls. We don't need no city girls anymore. We don't need any more of those. But that is funny, though. Yes, I need to check out. Yeah, see? Q has 5 chickens. I knew it. That is hilarious. Good conversation. So a person said here, and don't feel ashamed. We Watch YouTube. If you want to drop your link in there, We Watch YouTube has got some great music videos too. She got one on getting the leaven out. That's really good, and the video has some good comedy. I'm loving it. Well, we'll go check it out. Thank you so much, Chris. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. Grace and peace, friend. Chris blessed the boy with this super chat. Thank you so much. Happy birthday from the Dubs. Thank you so much. So we'll tell my nephew Micah I'm looking forward to seeing him real soon. Thank you so much, Chris. That's very kind of you, man. Thank you so much. And so I'm hoping that if you all have seen some of the trajectory of this channel and some of the things that we've been discussing, I'm hoping and praying that you'll say, yo, this is stuff that I'm enjoying and such like that. And you'll keep coming back, and please give your comments, give your ideas. Matter of fact, here's a request. Here's a request. If you know somebody, because I've been talking a lot about law lately, and I told y'all I'm a pre-K law student. I don't know anything. If you know somebody, like if you have access to like Aviva Fry or Nate the lawyer, I've talked to Phil Holloway, Ashley Merchant, or any of them, and you're like, hey, I would think you should do a collaboration with Dear World Christian. This is what he's doing. Let me know. Please let me know. You can email me, dearworldc@gmail.com. Here, let me drop that in there as well. But you can email me, or if you think like, hey, Professor Nez, you got to get Dear World Christian on your channel. You got to come to Dear World Christian's channel. I deputize you to go ahead and do that. Just go ahead and tell them. It is all good. I would love to interact and engage with more, because I think this field is just hilarious. I love this field. I'm kind of mad that I hadn't found it before, but I'm glad that I'm here nonetheless. And so if you know somebody, like, man, Jason, maybe somebody I don't know. There's a couple of people, YouTubers I've followed and have kind of searched around in the law tube is what they call it. And I found people I haven't never run into before. So if you run across somebody and you think like, hey, it'd be cool for these two people to kind of discuss something together, get on the channel together, let me know. Feel free to email me and say, hey, or if you already know the person, you've already, interacted with them and you have a relationship with them, you say, hey, Viva, here's a friend of mine. I would love for y'all to connect. Send me a warm introduction. That'd be cool. I would love that. I would love to be able to do more collaborations with content creators as well as people who can help educate. Y'all pray for Willie Doc. Y'all, what's wrong with him? No, that does not count as chicken farming, sir. Y'all pray for Willie Doc. Stretch your hands towards Willie Doc. What is wrong with you, my guy? Good gracious. No. You shouldn't even be eating Popeyes. Now that's a problem right there. Good gracious. But back to the matter at hand. If you do find anybody, or you know somebody, or you have a relationship with somebody, maybe somebody's not even on the YouTube space, but they're maybe in law and they have an opinion about some of the cases that are going on, the Fonnie Willis, what's going on up in New York, what's going on in Florida, what's happening with Tiffany Henyard. Did y'all hear that that the trustees of Dalton, Illinois are considering hiring Lori Lightfoot, the former mayor of Chicago, to investigate Tiffany Henyard, that is wild. Now, I want to hope the best, and I actually had that video queued up to talk about tonight, just to, kind of clean the traps out. I kind of want to hope the best for Dalton, Illinois. I really want the best for them. I do believe that their trustees want the best for Dalton as well. But Lori Lightfoot, I just can't believe that they're that desperate that they need Lori Lightfoot. Now, you know what? We are going to pull that video in, Jason. Let's just go and bring it in. And we'll just talk about it. Because I was like, wait, you got to be kidding me. Like, you're not really, truly trying to bring Lori in here. Like, there's no way that's not normal. This is not normal. So, all right. Let me see. All right. See, this is exactly what I think is the problem. Conversation with a Calvinist. I do know conversations with a Calvinist. I bet you two would like each other if you don't already know each other. I have his phone number. Keith and I have talked several times. He's a great YouTuber. Absolutely. Now, do you know that Keith is not only a pastor, but is a stand-up comedian? You know what? Okay. Thank you so much, person. I'm going to honor that. And I'm going to reach out to Keith tonight. Matter of fact, let me just do that right now while it's on my mind. And I'm going to send him a snapshot of this picture of what you just said. And then we'll just see what happens. I'm going to say, we need to make this happen. And he's going to be like, what are they saying about me? All right, pull it back up. All right, I'm going to just do it right now. Then we'll talk about Lori Lightfoot. And I'm going to say, we got to give the people what they need. We have to give the people what they need. He's actually kind of funny, too. There we go. Persons. I just text him right there. Because I don't want to forget about it. Because I literally will get off this live stream and start talking with the girls and mess around with them. And then lo and behold, I'll forget. Okay, so I've told y'all before, I got a heart for Dalton, Illinois. I think it's kind of cool. And it's such like that. And I think their story is just so interesting. But for them to potentially, I don't know if they really are going to hire Lori Lightfoot. I think it's like they're considering, and they were talking about it. I didn't get that it was a tried and true, it was going to happen. But you know what? Let's just do it real quick because this is going to be a fun little quick conversation. Let me see, did I download it already? 1 second. Sorry. I did not. Let me just download it real quick. Get rid of commercials. But I'm like, yo, if you're going to hire Lori Lightfoot, now this gentleman that I'm going to be looking at, his name is Hannibal is Hungry. And I'm going to drop his link in here as well for you all. Shout out to Hannibal is Hungry. He seems like, again, a very thorough YouTuber doing social commentary, very similar to what I've been doing. Now, really? Sprosky Lady said, I just started a hermeneutics class with Keith Foskey's church. Keith is a lot of fun. Is he teaching the class? That's kind of wild. Keith is a lot of fun. So I could imagine him teaching a class would probably be a hoot. I'm kind of jealous now because I'm sure it's funny. If nothing else. I mean, oh yeah, and by the way, it's educational. But I'm sure it's comical because Keith is a hoot. All right. What'd you say about Detroit? Oh, mercy. So let's just bring this in. I wasn't planning on talking about this tonight, but then again, here we are. So let's just do it. Let's go.
That the Dalton trustees is looking to hire Lori Lightfoot, the former mayor of Chicago, to investigate Tiffany Henyard. I have a lot of thoughts on this. My first thought.
Okay, so real quick, can you just drop in the chat? How are you, does that audio come through okay? Is it coming through all right? Him and another guy, really? That sounds like such a fun class. That sounds like a fun class. Real quick, can you hear it okay? I just want to make sure that Hannibal is Hungry was coming through okay. Just, you can put a 1 in the chat if it was sounding coming through all right. As Soldier Field rots. Wow. It's got to be something about corruption, though, like Chicago corruption. Thank you, Sprosky Lady. Okay, Sprosky Lady says you can hear it. Audio's fine. Beautiful. Let's continue. This is wild. Let's go.
It was a late April Fool's post. I thought, huh? Really? Is this it? Is this the best that they can do? This was very surprising. We're going to get into this story. Lori Lightfoot, the former mayor of Chicago, known for her combative style and her own series of controversies, including strained relationships with city officials, a perceived failure to deliver on reform promises. Her tenure was marked by tensions with the Inspector General, clashes with the Chicago Teachers Union, and challenges in addressing the city's deep-seated social and economic issues. We're going to look into some of Lori Lightfoot's record as a prosecutor, because at one point she was a federal prosecutor. Some people say that she was a pretty good one. We will kind of examine a little bit of everything, but we want to examine the optics of this story. So you know what? Let's just get into it. So you see right here, Lori Lightfoot to investigate dictator Tiffany Hayard for $400 an hour. Lawyers are expensive. So I know they put
The fact that a newspaper said that Tiffany Hayard is a dictator. Now, granted, this is from the New York Post. I don't know if I would truly say that's a right-leaning newspaper source, but I've seen other sources say it as well. So this is definitely it's starting to take legs that Tiffany Hayard is a dictator.
that there. I know this is a conservative news site, New York Post. $400, yeah, they'd be like, that's expensive. So you should always tell your kids, be a lawyer, you can get paid. But let's move past that. And right here, she's the best they can find. Apparently so. Lightfoot, who lost her own re-election bid in a landslide last year, will be asked to task with probing numerous allegations against the self-proclaimed super mayor, including misusing taxpayer funds for lavish trips and the sexual assault allegations back in Las Vegas. 4 Dalton Board of Trustees members have proposed appointing Lightfoot for $400 an hour, according to the outlet, as an additional legislative counsel because she is both a former mayor and a former federal prosecutor. Shout out to Nikita, Dr. Nikita, the Cloud. She puts here, I hope she does a deep dive for a non-biased standpoint. Hayard's former chief of staff, Nikita Cloud, she's been on this channel. So about that, her being a former mayor, I think at this point, if you have Google, you've been on YouTube, and if you live in Chicago, and the fact that she did not get reelected, we can all say that her tenure as mayor wasn't good. I remember 2020 very vividly about all the things that she was doing, how she was talking to people, how she was reacting to the situation. Let's watch some clips on how she was performing as mayor.
This mayor does not care about Chicago police officers, period.
A Chicago 911 dispatcher is stirring up controversy, slamming Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot.
I pray you're watching this because you're a disgrace, and I'm tired of it.
Wow.
Just months ago, dispatcher Keith Thornton was lauded for his precise coordination in the Chicago police shooting that killed Officer Ella French and wounded her partner. The dispatcher, who's a former Los Angeles cop, blames the rise in violence in Chicago on Lightfoot for police staffing shortages. Theft is up in Chicago and the surrounding areas. And in Chicago, there have been more than 794 murders this year, which is a 61% increase since 2019.
Okay, just in case you don't know, Chicago has some crazy murder statistics. If you ever want to do a deep dive into just like pure utter insanity, go look into Chicago's weekend murder statistics. It is bananas. And it's been like this for decades. So it's not just Lori's fault. There's been ebbs and flows. There've been down seasons and up years. I think I did a review a couple years back, and it was on an uptrend. But so this is actually much worse than what I remember it being. However, it is crazy. And then like when they have 4-day weekends or long extended weekends and stuff like that, holiday weekends. I mean, oh my gosh, the wheels on the bus could come totally off. I mean, it's bananas. So when they say that, they're not being hyperbolic at all. Chicago has some really bad crime statistics.
Our next speaker is William Kelly. Mayor Lightfoot, you and I may have gotten off on the wrong foot.
You thought that was funny.
He did. He thought he
That was
ate
funny.
with that
That was
joke.
kind of funny, but my sense of humor is a 12-year-old. But let's continue.
Reporter, WilliamJKelly.com. I'm a veteran reporter in the city of Chicago, Emmy Award-winning TV host, radio, print journalism. I should be sitting over there with my colleagues, but I'm standing over here because you revoked my media credential. That should never happen in a free country. And I'm
So right off the bat, not good.
Facts.
Not good. Shows that if this is accurate, she does not like criticism. Sounds familiar?
asking the city council to take the media credential process away from the next mayor of Chicago and the next superintendent of police and put it in the hands of the Constitution. What you've done to the city of Chicago, I feel like this is more of a victim impact statement than an actual public comment. What you've done to me is nothing compared to what you've done to my city, the city of Chicago, the city that I was born and raised in, the city that I love with all my heart.
I don't feel bad for standing up for myself. I feel bad that Chicago and young people around the country had to see 2 Black women get into it this way.
An ugly confrontation at City Hall. An alderwoman says the mayor lashed out at her in an angry face-off.
The fight at City Hall caused the meeting to be cut short, with highly debated issues still on the table.
Natalie Bomke joins us now with those developments. Natalie.
Corey and Don, the council was expected to vote today on the renaming of Lakeshore Drive, but that was blown out of the water when a handful of council members disagreed with the mayor.
Madam President, we cannot adjourn this meeting because according to our rules of order, according to our rules and regulations, there were several Rule 41s that were posted that have to be addressed at this meeting.
Standing up and yelling without seeking recognition is not something.
Look at that man right there with his hand on his ear.
We're going to Alderman Harris.
And unraveling at City Hall after the mayor lost support.
Does this sound familiar or look
It
familiar
does.
with the situation that's going on in Dalton? The council meetings are going back and forth. Do we see a pattern here? Let's continue.
For her pick for the city's chief legal officer. Then the mayor called Alderwoman Jeanette Taylor, who was opposed, to the back of the council chamber.
I'm like, lower your voice and get your finger out of my face. And so she did get her finger out. You see me doing this. And so I'm holding my skirt. I'm saying, get your finger down. She got her finger out of my face, but she kept screaming at me.
Alderwoman Taylor says the disagreement was not over the mayor's pick, but rather the city's position on moving to dismiss a lawsuit by a woman whose home was wrongfully raided by Chicago police in 2019. The mistake was caught on tape. After the council meeting, the mayor released a statement saying in part, today a small group of aldermen brazenly created a spectacle and did a disservice to their constituents. As a result of their cynical actions, the city council failed to pass protections and relief for our hotel workers. When asked if the mayor is losing control of the council and respect from aldermen, Taylor said this.
Ever since COVID, you don't want to work with people. You pick and choose who you work with. This is not how the city, we're never going to get anywhere if we all don't work together.
Does this look familiar to you guys? Very similar behavior that you see from Lori Lightfoot that Tiffany Hayniard is doing, and the trustees are looking to hire her. One of my favorite Sylvester Stallone movies is Demolition Man with him as Wesley Snipes. And one of the sayings that Sylvester Stallone says in the movie is, you send a maniac to catch a maniac.
Send a maniac to catch a maniac.
Maybe that's the strategy, that Lightfoot would know exactly how Tiffany Hayniard thinks, because they seem like they have some similar behavior at these meetings.
I can see
Mayor
that.
Lightfoot, you're patting yourself on the back today for rushing through a casino that 80% of the people in the new 42nd Ward say they just don't want. We have, you're saying that this is going to, if it's ever built, that is, result in tourism, result in conventions. But the real reason why we don't have the tourism or the conventions is because of violent crime. You issued a violent tweet, call to arms, and since then, we've had multiple instances of mob violence in downtown Chicago. We've had shootings, murders, mass shootings. You talk about Texas. Mass shooting here in the city of Chicago.
Is there a question?
There is indeed.
What is it?
There is
Let's
indeed.
get to it. Let's get
Absolutely.
to it. Speech is not what you
In
were
fact,
supposed
you went
to
to
be doing.
Texas.
Let's get to it.
You went to Texas.
Please get to your question.
Well, if I may ask my question, you went to
Please
Texas
ask
for a
your
gay
question.
and lesbian fundraiser, okay? I've talked to the taxpayers, the voters, the citizens of Chicago, mostly black and brown. They say that they resent that. Will you rescind your violent tweet to call to arms?
No, let him talk. The more he talks, the more stupid he sounds. Please continue.
Will you rescind your call to arms tweet in the light of the mass shooting in downtown Chicago?
So,
as stupid as you think that may be.
So let me just deconstruct the series of lies that you just spewed, as you do every time you come to one of my press conferences. Number one, our tourism numbers are off the charts. McCormick Place is about 90% capacity from what it used to be pre-pandemic.
And McCormick Place is still
lie
around?
number one. Lie number two is that somehow the call to arms, the call to action that I issued in the context of the Supreme Court's decision to overturn Roe v. Wade and basically turn back the clock 50 years' time, where women are not going to be able to be in control of their bodies. No, sir, I will not stand down. I will not retreat, because women.
It has to be a high level of irony that a woman that is in a relationship that does not produce life called for violent uprising in a city where crime is already really high. The mayor, mind you, this is the mayor. And the city is really high because, why? Because they're not able to delete little people in the womb. That's got to be ironic. That has to be ironic.
In this country are not going to stand for some unelected body to tell us that we don't have the right to control the circumstances.
So, a lot of people were clapping, but unfortunately, she lost massively in a re-election campaign.
Good.
Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot is set to become Chicago's first one-term mayor since 1983, after coming in third during yesterday's municipal elections in the Windy City, earning just 16.8% of the vote.
Now, the race was absolutely dominated by the topics of crime and policing, with Lightfoot's opponents posturing themselves as tougher on crime than the mayor. She said in several interviews this week that this is why she lost literally yesterday, but she said before that, well, it's because I'm a black woman and they don't want a black woman in a leadership role.
So this is the person that they decided, or at least considering, to investigate the mayor. Now, I guess the first thing that we can say, they're not asking her to be a mayor. She's not being hired to be a mayor, which is probably a good thing. She's there to investigate. There's two different jobs with two different skill sets. You could be a great lawyer and be a bad politician. The problem is optics. The optics is extremely important. Is this the best person they can find for the job? Do they need someone who is deeply involved in Chicago politics to investigate this? I agree with fellow YouTuber Shawrain Burns, who said maybe it'd be a better idea to get someone who is outside, who is an outsider of Chicago politics to investigate this, to truly have a non-biased approach. I mean, as you see in the picture there, there's connections probably because they're both in that area. If you want an independent investigation, wouldn't someone who has no relations, no connections, no ties, would that be a better choice to investigate what is going on? I'm just speculating. Maybe the trustees believe that you need someone plugged into Chicago politics to investigate another Chicago politician, but does it have to follow party lines? Now, this is not a political channel. My channel is about talking about corrupt people, scammers, so I'm not plugged in or even have that much information about the politics. The problem is with politics, it's really about what team you're on. So Democrat has to investigate another Democrat. Republican has to investigate another Republican. Back and forth, fighting, everyone looking for power. It's not my thing. I'm more concerned about the people in Dalton, and are they getting the best value from the people that they're going to bring in to investigate the mayor. Now, I also will say the feds are still there, and the feds are going to do their work. Regardless of what other investigations are happening, the feds are investigating, and the feds are going to take this situation to task. They're just taking a long time to get it done. Many people who have criticized this, calling this like a fox guarding the henhouse. And what does that phrase really mean? That is not wise to have someone potentially biased or with conflicting interests in charge of an investigation, especially given the complex and charged political landscapes both people are navigating in. Now you can see here, I put the poll out just a few hours ago, actually. I said, should the Dalton Village Board hire former Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot to investigate Hainer? That was about 3 hours ago, had 740 votes right now. And we got 83% saying no. We're gonna check out the comments here real quick. Why hire an incompetent mayor to investigate another incompetent mayor?
Great question.
This is the most ludicrous decision I've ever heard. Lori's gonna show up in charge for 200 hours and say she found nothing wrong. These trustees are something else, man. She is more corrupt than Tiffany. Might as well have Brandon Johnson investigate her. I think that's the current mayor of Chicago. Is this a joke? Is this for real? It is a ridiculous notion because Lori will just find Tiffany innocent of any wrongdoing. Do you think she'll find another female mayor guilty of anything? FDR hired the first SEC chairman, Joseph Kennedy Sr., with the explanation, it takes a crook to catch a crook. That could be it, right? It takes a maniac to catch a maniac. That could be the angle. This one on Political Lines, having a Democrat investigate another Democrat is like having a rat at your dinner table. Could that do any good at all? I'm sure it will be a totally legitimate investigation. So most people are not down with this. They definitely don't agree. But let's get into Lori Lightfoot's tenure as a federal prosecutor and her roles in Chicago police oversight. As assistant U.S. attorney, she was involved in significant cases like the Operation Silver Shovel, which aimed at corruption in Chicago. However, she faced criticism in a particular case where the courts found her to have misled a judge, which I guess that means lying. Right. Misled, you're lying, right? Although she and the Justice Department dispute this characterization. Let's check out exactly what that case was all about. But first, let's talk about her time at the Chicago Police Department Office of Professional Standards. She aimed to address police misconduct. She made efforts towards reform and was known for recommending serious disciplinary actions in police shootings of civilians. So the first thing that could possibly be a good idea is if she's able to take down Police Chief Lacey. Regardless of your feelings of Lightfoot and how she handled the police during her turn as a mayor, if she could find a way to get rid of Lacey, that would help. Lacey is a corrupt cop. We have tons of evidence of it. Just Google him, check out videos on YouTube. He is a man led by his huge ego and his emotions, and he's a terrible cop. So if she can get him off the streets, I would take that as a victory because many people who live there are afraid of the Dalton Police Department, and because he is leading it. He is the simp attack dog for Hainer.
That's wild.
So if she can get rid of him, at least that'll be one positive thing. Now, however, going back to Chicago, some people say that her effectiveness can be debated. Her role as the head of the police board drew mixed reviews. Under her leadership, the percentage of officers fired increased, suggesting a more stringent approach to police misconduct. Yet, critics argue that the actual number of officers fired only increased marginally. But let's get into the misleading of a judge when Lori Lightfoot was assistant U.S. attorney. This situation revolved around the extradition of an individual named Lars Lindstrom. Lightfoot filed a motion asking for a stay that had been granted by the judge to be lifted, arguing that Lindstrom's appeal was frivolous and noting he was already in Norwegian custody, awaiting a departure to Norway. The motion created an impression that the stay was preventing Lindstrom removal from the United States, which was not the case, as the government's position was that the stay was moot because Lindstrom was about to leave the country. This action was reviewed by the courts, and it was determined that while Lightfoot's motion was misleading due to the circumstances of her previously unblemished record, a severe sanction was not warranted. The incident was considered a professional misconduct because it involved misleading the court by creating a false impression of the government's position. The court acknowledged that Lightfoot had been in a novel situation and received misleading advice from her superiors, contributing to the decision not to impose a severe sanction, but to view it as a isolated lapse. But what do you guys think? Do you think this is a good move? Do you think Hainer can use this as a way to shield herself from criticism? She says, hey, look how many issues Lightfoot had as a mayor. She's already showing that she will do whatever it takes to make herself look better. You already see the tactics that Henry is already doing, already trying to throw dirt on her former boss at the township, even though the man has passed on a long time ago. What do you think about the optics of hiring someone like Lori Lightfoot? Put in the comments below. Thank you for taking time to watch this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Yeah, I like Hannibal is hungry. I thought the way he handled that was pretty dope. Seems to be pretty smart. He definitely kind of gets like a Nate, the lawyer type of feel, giving lots of good insight into such like that. So shout out to him for sure. Y'all pray. Y'all, are we praying for Nathan? Are we praying for Willie Doc? Are you praying for Willie Doc? You need to pray for him. Why art thou here?
Do you have a copy of the screw tape letters?
I do have a copy of the screw tape letters.
Can I get it?
It's over here somewhere.
Your child wants it.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's up there. Up in the middle. There's 2 red books to the left of it. See it? Keep going. Right there. See the red? See it's Lewis?
Yep.
There you go. All right. Make sure you fill out the library card. Fill out the borrowing of the book from the library.
Hi, Daddy.
Did you fill out the library card? Okay, I don't even know where I was going. But yeah, I thought it was dope. I thought Hannibal is hungry, does a great job. So I'm looking forward to hopefully checking out more of what he's doing. Oh, that's what I was saying. Yeah, I'll pray for Willie Doc. Man, Willie Doc is crazy. He says, get Nate. Wait, he suddenly has availability. That is hilarious. And that's wrong. Yeah, I didn't realize that McCormick Place had grown that much. Yeah, McCormick Place, when I was younger, I want to say maybe, well, it's just 2 buildings, excuse me. So it's grown quite a bit. Wow. Yeah. Also, Hannibal has been on this one. I'm going to have to keep up with him because I do plan on talking a lot more about Tiffany. So let me just actually peep on over here and check him out. Yeah, there's a lot of, he has some really interesting videos. So yeah, we might need to add him to the regular rotation. Mr. Hannibal is hungry. Check him out. Shout out to him. Let me just drop his link so I can at least give that brother some shine. If we didn't already drop it in here, but let's see. What's going on, Jarena, the follower of The Way, another fantastic YouTube content creator. My sister from another mister. Good to see you. Grace and peace. So yeah, that was that like, what do y'all think? Do y'all think that the trustees are making the right decision by possibly bringing in Lori Lightfoot? Do you think she might be a bad mayor, but she could be a good prosecutor? What's your overall opinion? What do you think about that? Somebody does not want Nate to be involved. Willie Doc, I don't want to know what Fanny says Nate is best at. Y'all are wild. Y'all are wild. But no, that was good. What do y'all think about Tiffany? We watch YouTube. Tiffany might be able to pay him more. Really? You think? Really? But again, it would be the trustees because they're actually investigating Tiffany. But hey, maybe a bidding war. Q says no. Absolutely. Nope. Absolutely. Never say Beetlejuice. Y'all are wild. She's not. She has an interesting look. Let's just say that. Let's just say it like that. She has a very unique appearance, shall we? A face that only a mother could love. How about that? We'll end it like that. We'll end it like that. This has hurt my head. Hopefully not this live stream, but rather what Chicago is thinking. I'm sorry, what Dalton, Illinois is thinking about doing. That would probably hurt my head for sure. It's just a mess. I don't want to see the real benefit. I don't see the real benefit. That's true. Uh-oh. Don't say it. Don't say Beetlejuice, whatever, 3 times. Don't say it. Absolutely. So, y'all, I'm going to just say this one more time. I do appreciate you all. Thank you for coming to live streams. Thank you for liking the videos and engaging in the chat. Thank you for being the 50 people that have thumbs up this video, that like this video. of the 37 or so that were watching it. I don't know how we did that, but we got more thumbs up than we got people watching. Kind of dope. But I want to thank you all so much. And thank you so much for your birthday wishes. Thank you so much for being kind to my mom when she stopped through and such like that. But I also want to say I appreciate your voice and let me know what you like, what you enjoy enjoy interacting with as it relates to content on this channel. Because at the end of the day, I do want you all to enjoy it. I want you to find something of value to it. And you say, yo, this is valuable to me. And a way that you can do that, if you don't even type it out, if you don't even comment, just watching the video is a great way of letting me know that you find value. When you come to the live stream, you hit the thumbs up. That tells me that you find some kind of value in it. And of course, when you do get on the keyboard and you are interacting in the chat and all that kind of stuff like that, that only tells me more and more, hey, this stuff that we're doing over here is stuff that the people enjoy. They enjoy when my daughter harasses me and comes in here and steals books and stuff like that, or comes in here arguing about why she should go to the mall. Those kind of things like that. I really do appreciate it. So thank you all, every last one of you, for stopping by. Thank you, every last one of you, for what you've added as it relates to value in the month of March. I'm looking forward to coming back and tell you how great the month of April was, because you all just crushed it again, like just again. Thank you so much, Jarena. Always good. Thank you so much. I'm feeling the love. I'm feeling it. Feeling the love, y'all. Thank you so much. But again, I just want to say I appreciate you. And I really hope that not only will you continue to add commentary, to add what you're enjoying and so on and so forth, but continue to engage with the content. And that tells me so much. So I really do appreciate it. I really do. Thank you for the birthday wishes. I'm looking forward to, Lord willing, many, many, many more years here doing this. So we're looking forward to it. Tomorrow is Monday. I'm going to be going over the infamous church speech tomorrow. So I wanted to go over Fonnie Willis doing the actual church speech. That kind of really was the big brouhaha during the disqualification hearing. I know a lot of people were talking about the church speech, and we heard segments of it and parts of it, clips of it, but nobody's actually listened to the whole thing. So tomorrow evening, we're just going to go through the whole thing together. And hopefully we can get into the weeds and really hear your commentary about it. So feel free to stop by and do that as well. What about the eclipse? I am not somebody that looks for signs in the heavens. So though it might have some significance in the nature and in society proper, I don't really put a lot of steam into the eclipse. So to answer the question, I know my kids have, and my wife have eclipse glasses in there. I'm just going to keep minding my business. So I know it's supposed to happen. I don't know a lot about the ins and outs of it. I've heard people talk about it, but to me, yeah, I'm not going to I don't do a lot of time with that. So that's me. But I don't think that you're wrong if you are intrigued by it, or you have some kind of again, I like a good conspiracy myself. You know what I'm saying? My hats are tinfoil lined. So I totally get that. It's just, I don't really do that much about it. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Give me that shout out. OT says, happy birthday, Jason. May God bless you. Is Jesus really coming back tomorrow, or no one knows when Jesus returns? I'm going to go with the latter portion. Now, look, if Jesus needs my permission, he can come right now. Okay? He can come right now. We can wrap this up. However, he can come tomorrow too. He has my permission. If he needs Dear Woke Christians' permission, Lord, come quickly. But the likelihood is that he's going to come when he comes. And there's my mom again. Enjoy your birthday with friends. Don't worry about the girls. We got it. Okay. Now, translation, they might not get their homework done. They're going to be out hanging out. They're going to be out here in these streets with their grandma. Y'all pray for my kids, man. Pray for my kids. We know you're going to do a great job, Mom. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Mom. But it's a beautiful thing. Okay. I mean, I might go, give me them glasses. Let me go check it out. I might go check it out. Who knows? So, okay, here's a question. Okay. So I know if you look at a eclipse, it's going to go bad for you. Can you record it with your cell phone or with a camera? Can you do that and then like look at it? I'm just wondering. I've never paid attention to eclipse, so I'm just wondering this. So just asking a question. I'm not trying to do anything with it. I just wondering, like, if I just recorded it with my camera and then go back and look at it, would it record it? I don't know. No, I don't know. Or would it like ruin my phone? Like that? Like that's another question. Would it ruin the camera in my phone? I don't think it probably would, but. Oh yeah. Oh no, my mom is look at the great job she did raising me. I'm sure my mom was going to do a great job. My sister-in-law's coming to town too, so. I've not. No, I really don't. I've heard a good friend of mine, Bezel T3, did a hilarious video yesterday about all of the conspiracies and the such like that related to the eclipse. It was funny. I I do believe the Lord could use those things, but at the end of the day, I don't believe that those are things that we should chase after. We should go after, look for them. Like, oh, I need a sign. I need a sign. I don't think we need to do that. So that's why I don't spend a lot of time. But watch this. I don't berate people who do, or people that maybe say, well, Jason, there might be something to this. I don't berate them. I don't necessarily, I don't want to spend that much time with it, but I don't, it won't show up on the camera recording. Oh man. Oh, well, guess shot that one down. Really? I recorded through a welding helmet last time. Digital. Oh, I guess because it's so, interesting. But what if I recorded Medusa though? Would it have the same effect if you record Medusa? I hear me. I'm not going to do it. I literally just thought about it while we were talking. Like, what happens if you did that? That's a great question, though. Okay. I don't know. Maybe I can. Yeah. It was a good video yesterday. Q. Right. I don't think some people, like, because something happens, they it's the idea. We watch YouTube where when I first came to college, the pastor at the church I went to would say, you read the Bible with your newspaper open. And so you're looking for, when you open up the newspaper and you see something, you look to the Bible, see if it had it in there. Or if you read something in the Bible, you look and see if it happened in the newspaper. So it was making this weird scenario where you're always looking for a sign. Like, oh, I got a black cup. Okay, let me look for black cup in the Bible. It was borderline on fortune telling, in my opinion. And I've heard other people say it too. However, I think a better way to approach and a better way to look at it is that read the Bible, read the newspaper. Don't look for them to overlap one another, but rather read the Bible and then read the newspaper. All right, Tina. Tina says that Google says I can record with my phone. All right. I'm going to be coming on here doing a doing a drive like, y'all, I done melted the camera in my phone. Y'all, can you help dear Will Christian out? I'm here once again to ask you for your support. Because, you know what? I forgot. I forgot to give a shout out. Hold on. For all the supers. Thank you so much. Gotta add my super thanks. For the Rico Defense Fund. Thank you so much. Even on the birthday, I gotta remember Rico. But so that's it. I want to thank y'all so much. So tomorrow we'll go over the actual Fonnie Willis, the infamous Big Bethel church speech, and just kind of look at it. I don't know how many of you actually have read it. How many of you actually have heard it in its entirety? I think it might be something of interest for you to consider and to look at. Oh, no. Okay, okay. I agree with you 100%. So, we watch YouTube and it just says, I can understand where you're coming from, but also read where Jesus told us to look up. And then in Revelation talks about signs in the heavens, something to consider. I agree with you. I agree 100%. And so my looking to the heavens is to make sure that I'm understanding what God has revealed in the scriptures. And therefore, because I've seen people chase after chemtrails in the sky. Like, oh, look, they're putting patterns in the sky that mean something. Or, a lake over here in Siberia turned purple and people are translating that as something, or some random tree in the Amazon grows upside down and people have translated it to mean something else. So that's the only reason why. But I'm not mad at anybody that might see correlations and such like that. I think at the end of the day, I think they're fun. I do think they're fun. Don't get twisted. I'm just not willing to go that far with it just because I'm like, okay, that's cool. Let me get back into these scriptures. So that's just my take on it. But I'm not mad at anybody. So anyway, tomorrow I'm going to do the church speech. I'm looking forward to discussing that with you all and just kind of unpacking it. Hopefully we can all kind of gain something from it. There are also some really good body language experts that have discussed the church speech as well. And I'm going to give them some shine. I'm not going to review their review of it, but I am going to put it out available for you all to check out as well, because I think they were really good and they give some good insight. And I think that's why I find this so fascinating, because the longer this story goes on, the more different disciplines come in and start analyzing it. So I've heard body language experts look at Fani's testimony during the disqualification with the infamous pink dress. I've heard language experts come in, profiling experts. Everybody's coming in. So I think that's what I'm saying. Like, this story, it really doesn't matter about the case. This thing is taking on meme status. It's on its whole nother level. It's on its own level. It's doing its own thing. And I'm just finding it hilarious, one, and I'm also finding it extremely, extremely interesting to hear and to see how this story has taken on legs on its own, and it's really just become its own little thing. So we'll go over the church speech tomorrow. I found it really interesting. I think you will as well. And then that'll be it. So there'll be videos coming the rest of the week, as well as into next week. But I'm going to be gone, so there'll be videos popping up. And I'll do the premieres and all that kind of stuff like that. If y'all don't promise to come through and check out the videos and drop a like and a comment, that'd be great. That'd help you guy out a lot. But yes, Mark, was it Mark the Decoder or Mark Decoder? Fantastic. I'm learning so much from that guy. He is extremely smart. Yeah, I mean, the case has gone international, man. Every day, every single day, I get a shout out from somebody in a place that I had no idea people were watching my channel. And it's on a video from something about Fani. So I get a shout out from somebody in the Philippines, somebody in the West Indies, somebody in New Zealand, and all of these crazy places. Not crazy. The places are not crazy. It's just crazy that people are watching me in those places. That's what I meant. And so, yeah, and this story has again, like I said, taken on legs of its own. And I'm looking forward to you all and I going through it and kind of parsing through it and see what we got. So that will be it. And we'll go over all this again tomorrow. I was in Fulton County and Cobb County yesterday. I was looking for the helicopters headed to DW. What? Were you, for real? Were you out here? Q? You should have came by and hollered. We were here. You should have hollered at us. We were here. And please, oh goodness gracious, I'm telling you, this is the last thing I'm going to get out of here. If she gets primaried, I am going to do a show from Fulton County. So I'm telling you right now, it might be, Dancing Goat. It might be right there at the Varsity. I don't care. If she gets primaried, I might be over at Ponce City Market. Might be at Piedmont Park. I'm going to be doing a live show from somewhere in Fulton County, because I know I'm no longer under Rico warning. So please understand, it is going to be crazy comical. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be wild. So I appreciate every last one of y'all. Thank y'all for hanging out with me this evening. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Thank you so much for the love and the support. Thank you for making March such a fantastic month. What a great way to kick off my birthday month, with you all crushing it in March, just with the love and the support and the views and all that stuff. And coming into this month, I'm looking forward to great things again. No matter what, I'm glad that we all are hanging out together. So I'm looking forward to doing it again tomorrow, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We'll do it again. And until then, everybody, grace and peace. Take care. See you real soon.